There we go. All right, camera C. Okay, wedge this one up here. Wedge this up. Make sure this is nice. Tight on the back of my head. All right, camera A. Pottery shelf. Green on. Hello everybody, we're back again today because good morning, chili dogs. What you focus on grows. Feed them horses. But we got 3 more pots coming your guys' way. I'm gonna get over there. As you can see right here, we got them. So I'm gonna get over there and I'm gonna start throwing. Anyway, green off. Green off. There we go. All right, camera C. Okay, gotta turn this one off. Save that battery. Alrighty, we'll switch that over here. We'll get these all over there. Friday or Saturday there. Right now it's still Friday. Yesterday was Thursday. Okay. I'm gonna sit down and right now what I'm gonna do is get some water right on here. I'm gonna get this clay right off of this. Okay. Camera B. Alright, right underneath. You just gotta make sure that you don't get any air bubbles under there. So I just wanna make sure I get that finger right underneath of the edge there. I'll pull this up. Alright, camera A. Camera A. Turn the music up just a tad. I kind of want to just get in the zone today. Plus my neighbors upstairs aren't here. So I feel like I got some, I can blast it a little bit. All right, One more right at the bottom. Dun, 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 dun. We probably can do one more here. I want this a little bit thinner. Okay. We gotta be careful because right at the bottom you can see that little wobble. Whoa. But the key with this is even though it's wobbling, oh, it ripped. Oh, guys, this was a tragedy. I gotta just push this down and restart. So what happened there is I twisted it too much and it tore. The clay is a little bit harder. Usually what I did right there, you don't really want to do because you'd actually introduce more air pockets in, right? Jesus Christ, guys, chill out. Alright, let's try that again. But you can see when you tilt this to one side, the clay, there's nothing underneath, so the clay's want to glide down. So we're trying that again. I'm going to go right down underneath. Again, bring this up. I'm going to bring my hammer fist right down. And I'm keeping my hand on that third. Fist coming down. I'm going to skate that right against my my left hand there. And there you go. You got your freaking hockey puck. Alright, camera C. Camera C. Oh! What? My camera is dead. That's so sad. Dang, you guys won't be able to see my head camera. Alright, camera B. Camera B. Sorry, guys. Thumb coming down right on the inside there. Always check if there's any rabbits. No rabbits. Alright, fill the pond. Can't have the tadpoles drying out. Bring this right over to the edge here. Great. Alright. And you know what's going to happen next, right, guys? Our best friend Llama's going to come over here. Llama's going to bite right down on that rim. And you know what llamas love, guys? Llamas love volcanoes. So we're going to get it right into a volcano. I learned that there's on Instagram, there's or not on Instagram, on the YouTube, there's a volcano emoji. I had people yesterday spamming the volcano emoji. Alright. I'm going to bring my knuckle right underneath this edge. Slowly bring this up. And again, that first pull, guys, the first pull is all about getting that wall nice and even, right? The next pulls are all for the, what is it called? The height, right? Somebody said, don't ever disrespect me with that Lord of the Rings hair. What are you even talking about? Again, right down to the bottom. You gotta ask the clay for a little quest. The clay will give you a quest, and the quest is always this little bump. And there's only one direction for that bump to go, and that's straight up, right? And you can see it's getting a little bit wobbly right out of that center, but we're not gonna freak out. We're gonna continue and finish that pole. And there we go. Whenever that happens, you're just gonna come back in with your wooden rib. So if you were making like a pot that, you know, you wanted it to be like very straight, right, you just come back in with a wooden rib, right, and smooth that all out, right? But here we go. So you can see how volcano turned to cylinder, and from cylinder, we're gonna turn it into tree, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get that nice and even. A little bit of water right on this rim, guys. And we're slowly gonna bring this out. And look at that. There we go. Look at that twist on that center part there, guys. Freaking wound up. Oh, you guys are so cool with all the volcanoes. Thank you, guys. So this stuff on the bottom, this is what we're gonna bring right back up. I call it the skirt of the pot, right? And this is what we turn into the tendrils of the tree, right? Sometimes I think it looks like grass, sometimes I think it looks a little bit like petals. You know, I have all sorts of different variations on this bottom here, right? Right underneath. Grab my pinky, I'm slowly gonna pull this up. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right on the bottom, 5 tendrils. Okay. And the key with the tendrils is you don't really want to force them. You just want them to nest where they want to be, right? And so you kind of got to listen to what the clay is willing to do, right? I found if you really try to control where these end up, you're spending too much time on forcing it to be something that it doesn't want to be, right? Kind of have to listen to how the clay is talking with us. I always think our hands are like little data cables, and we're transferring information between material and our brain via touch, right? Okay, there we go. How much would something like this cost? Like to the material, or how much would I sell one of these things for? I would never sell these things. At least not right now. I just make them. It's more of a challenge for my mind. All right, camera A. Camera A. All right, wedging table. Here we go. Alrighty. So sorry again, guys, that my head cam died. I forgot to charge the battery. How much would I though? $20. Alright, pottery shelf. What about all your pots? How much would you sell them for one person? What are you talking about? Like every pot that I've made? Like all my trees? I don't think I can sell all of them. Somebody'd have to buy them all in bulk though. Like if a hotel was like, we want your trees at the front of it, you know? I don't know, a lot. Why are you so curious? I'm curious on why you're curious. For me, guys, you gotta remember throwing these trees, I'm throwing unfunctional objects, right? Like I feel like I always say that function gives things value. I wanna make things that don't have value to test if I'll still make them every single day, right? And if I start making money is an incentive, right? And so you really know if you're disciplined when you're not making money from something, but you still do it, right? And I'll tell you, the thing with selling things too, right? If you sell things too high, everybody judges you, right? And you'll have a majority of people be like, that's way too high. But then you have the same people who are selling things high. If you sell them low, they all think that you're making their work less by selling your work at a certain price point. It's all these like little semantics of selling stuff that's just obnoxious to me. So I just don't even like it, right? Down to this bottom edge. Thumb's right on this middle part here. Open this up. Wheel. I've been doing these trees I've been doing for almost the whole entire year. I throw every single day, no matter what, right? And so I used to do a lot of things where I was doing things like high intensity over a short period of time, right? And then I realized that the real difficult thing is like doing it every single day. Wake up on Christmas morning, you got nobody around, and what do? You go downstairs and you get it done, right? Every single day you get it done. You're gonna grab your llama, you're gonna pull this up. There you go. A little bit of water right at the base here. Knuckle right underneath. Slowly bringing that in, and again, first pull is all about just getting that clay nice and even, guys. Alright, bring this in just a little bit. How many years have I done this for? Like the trees, just a year, but throwing, like around 4.5 years. Somebody said the volcanoes. Pottery Demon slinging some clay. Ah, thanks, Bolin Nolan. I appreciate it, yo. A little bit of water right underneath. Gonna bring some of that clay in, but not too much, just enough. And I find this bump. Once again, we ask that clay, you got a quest for us? And the clay says, yeah, we got a quest for you. And you're slowly just gonna walk this up, almost like a snail getting its next meal. That's what I always say. Right. You're moving only as fast as a snail can move, though, right? The snail's hungry. But he can only move maximum snail speed. Alright, again, right underneath, gets in that water. Okay. Camera B. We're gonna do 4 tendril on this one, guys. And so you're gonna see that this 4 tendril is gonna really collapse wider on that, right? And just like on a 4 tendril, what can happen is you can see that twist a little bit easier, right? And look how it just sneaks right up on that interior there, right? Normally I don't do 4, right? Are your cameras voice controlled? Yep. They are. I usually have a head camera that I'm wearing, right? Like, so you can see from my point of view, but my battery died on that, so sorry. The clouds are so crispy today. I haven't seen outside yet. Somebody said make a sword. Yeah, you know, me and one of my students made a sword once. Yeah, it is dead. It's very sad that it died. Yep. Camera A. Camera A. There we go. You can see that interior of this too. I feel like on this we're gonna do some skinny long tendrils, I think, right? So we're gonna go 1. I'm gonna do a double tendril, I think, on this one. So bring this over. There we go. Curl these up. And the thing with these long tendrils, and since this collapsed pretty short, you can have it drift right up on that rim there. Okay. Maybe this one we can have underneath. It's not as long, right? Look at that. Make a mug. So I just make these 3 trees every day right now, guys. Alright. Camera B. As you can see, this one has the double tendril on here. So, yeah, right now I just do my 3 trees every day. In July 17th, I'll get to that, and then I'll probably make other stuff then, right? Alright, camera A. Camera A. Pottery shelf. Maybe it would be good for succulents, I don't know. They're not really functional. Somebody said Messi or Ronaldo. I don't know, man. I don't follow soccer or football. Oh, damn, there's a lot of them. Oh, if you guys could see my upstairs, I feel like you guys would laugh. Alright, hold on. I'll play this now just because I won't play it later. But, alright. All the best and strong mentality. That way you guys can kind of see what my vibe is. So I'm just keep on making. So that's only one of the rooms, right? That's only one of the rooms. I've filled multiple rooms, right? I always say most people make pots, I fill rooms. Somebody said Steph Curry or Kobe Bryant. I feel like Kobe, yo. Kobe's mentality is a freaking amazing inspiration. Somebody said vibes are immaculate. Oh, thank you. Have you kept all the trees I've made? Yep, I'm at 930 something now. Yep, that's a room. It's not. I live in an apartment, right? Somebody said if they can ask me something. Right to this bottom. Okay. Pulling this up. Alrighty. Bring one more. Circling this up. And again, I'm going to tilt this down. This clay's a little bit harder, right? I always think stiff clay is really nice to work with. Oliver A says hello. I feel like I remember you, Oliver. Thanks for subscribing, Jace. Yeah, the first part, while you're coning this clay up, first, they call it wheel wedging, right? Sometimes you can use it to get air bubbles out of your clay, right? But for me, the hardest part about centering is centering that base, right? So the more narrow and less clay is there, the easier it is to center that. So then when you bring that clay down, right? Then it's going to be way easier to center. Put water right on this. Curl this around, project that upward just a little bit, and then hammer fist coming right down on top. And there you go. Alright, wheel. I gotta get some more water in here. Well, right now I'm streaming on both YouTube and on Instagram, right? I think Instagram has like a pottery, like there's a lot of potters on Instagram, right? And so I think that it's important that I like have my perspective on pottery on Instagram. And I think YouTube is just like classic, yo. Like I don't ever want to go on like the TikTok stuff or on Twitch. I feel like that's just not my area. right on the interior there. Ohio. Cut right around this. I've learned too, as you're widening this out, right? As you're like opening that up, slow the wheel down the wider you get, right? Because if you look at it, if my finger's in the middle, all right, so I'll click 1 speed. Finger's in the middle, it's in a dead zone, right? Right here, right? It's moving a little bit, it's not moving faster, but it's traveling more distance. Same thing, it has this illusion of looking faster even though it's spinning at the same speed. So as you're pulling that clay outward, right, you have to slow your wheel down, right? Or you have to change your pressure, one of those two, and that's gonna help you out, keep that nice and centered on that bottom base there. Okay, here we go. Grab your llama. Llama's gonna bite right down on this rim. Volcano, there we go. I told you, Ohio. Knuckle right on the base. Knuckle bring this in ever so slightly. Slowly pull this wall up. There we go. Nice. Is it for plants? No, it's for my mentality, right? Every day I do this, I take one step closer to a goal, and I'm making more and more progress, right? So it's for building up the callus on the mind, right? That's why I'm throwing. Again, you find this little bump and you carry it up. Again, like a little slug. Camera B. There we go. You're from Turkey? Cool. Again, collar this in ever so slightly. And when you collar, you want to make sure you do a real collar, right? They say you look like a demon, but you look like a homeless guy enjoying doing things. Yeah, I feel like I do kind of look homeless, you know, that's totally, you're valid. But for me, I don't really enjoy doing this stuff, right guys? Like for me, like what I enjoy doing is like playing video games, right? But it's not very a beneficial thing to dedicate my life to, so yeah. There we go, right on that top edge there. Great. Alright. Somebody said, is that even a compliment? That's so funny. No, I had this idea, I'm gonna stop cutting my hair and shaving my beard like maybe 2 years ago. And so I'm not surprised people think I look homeless. Can you tell just by looking at the pots which ones you made earlier? Like the first few 100 pots must look so different than the recent ones. Yeah, a little bit. I think a lot of times you can tell by height, also the clay body, and then also there's things that you sort of discover along the way, right? Like the way I was doing the tendrils and stuff earlier, those only came after maybe like the first 100 something of them, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, I need to go back over here for a second. There we go. There we go. You can see how we're walking up that twist now, so that twist is a little bit more tight. How often do I go live? I go live every day. I told you I throw these every single day. I'm not kidding, guys. Really. I post every day. There we go. Sweet. Do custom mugs. Yeah, I do that actually sometimes, right? Like sometimes there's like different places around where I live. What I'll do is I'll make like a little stamp, and then I'll make like a series of maybe like 20 cups, right? And then I'll just drop them off there, and I'll say, hey guys, I made these cups for you. And they're like, why? And I'm like, that's just what I do. Alright. Did I try to ever glaze any of these? Not any of them yet. So you can see it's starting to tip over, so I'm gonna just hold this in the middle. I can hold this. Twist is not really, I just want it to be tighter there, right? Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Okay, I'm gonna pop up the skirt on the edge here, and then the first two I did tendrils. So let's see, I feel like ideally I could do petals on this one, so we'll see how it goes. Paint them. I think they meant glaze them, right? Like you don't paint pots really. I mean you can, but one, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. We like that. Actually, I feel like that kind of looks nice just as is. Is it worth getting into pottery? If you like to be frustrated, it's the most honest material. When you mess up, it tells you, right? Like how many of those individuals, how those individual like twists you're able to pick before it's like too weak or messes up. Yeah, I feel like that's like one of my favorite things right now is like you really get a, I mean I set them all next to each other. You can see how different, right? This one is like probably the most twisted up. I think today's focus on the pots is all about the veins. I call them the veins of the tree, right? And so, hold on. Camera A. Camera A. So I call those the veins, and so you'll see they all kind of express it a little bit differently. Some are more compressed, some have more, and some have, you know, a lot less, right? Like the one that I did second only has, you know, 4 veins, right, of the tree. They all kind of do and talk a little bit differently with each other. I'm gonna pop this over here. How do we like that? I feel like I wish I could get this up ahead a little bit more. Is that tilting over too much, maybe? Oh, you can even see this tendril fell, so it ripped and broke off. Have I ever thought about planting real trees in them? No. I haven't thought about doing anything other than just make them. Bottom right one looks crazy good. Yeah, they're all a little bit different, you know? Alright, here we go, guys. Alright. Pottery shelf. Alright, guys. Green on. Hey guys, we're back again today with another pottery review. We're gonna start off with this one right here. This one, I think today's whole focus was about those twists that are in the middle of the trunks here, right? This one you can see is the most twisted up. This is what happens when you walk up that twist, right? Slowly, and it allows it, as you're ending off each one of those little tabs, right? It's slowly shifting that over just a little bit, right? And so I really like the way those ones really start giving that tree-like vernacular, right? And I did a little, just mini tabs right on the bottom there, you know? And on this one, we did, this is a 4 Oh no, this is not a, is it a 4? No, this is a couple, but look how twisted up this one is in the middle. This really has that hourglass shape, and so I feel like this one's more about compression. Very loose on that bottom, really tight compressed, and then releasing on that, towards that top edge there, right where that treetop ends. It's also the widest, so I really do like the hourglass shape of that one. We did some tendrils on the bottom of there, functioning more as a pattern, and then we got the one on the top. We did 4 veins on this one. I put up 3 fingers, but I meant 4 fingers. And then we did 2 tendrils, but instead of making them like a pattern like what we did on this one, we had just 2 of them, you know, function more as appendages. One of the tendrils ripped off, but I do think all of them are activating that middle space a little bit differently. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. All the best, instrumentality. And then, Goated 3.
What would I do without you? No, you complete me. Give me one more chance, I'll fight. Look at picture with the side. I ain't got no time for you. I ain't shit, I live a life. I don't wanna be a bicycle guy. I fly so high, you can see me. I just wanna live a life on high alert. If I fucking feel it, then I fucking burn. If you try to fuck with me, I'll fucking put you in the dirt. Hit the gas, bitch, about look a bitch, keep it burn, keep it burn. System, how you talking to me? Oh shit, I'm a kid, better run for the same big bands, big bands, when you put away.
Alright, guys. Alrighty. I was just reading some of your comments. I guess I'll let it play for a little bit. I think there were some questions. Oh. I was just like standing there. That's so funny. I was just watching it on the... There's a little bit of delay on the Instagram, so that's what I was looking at. It's so funny. I'm like just zombie mode. What's the worst thing to happen to you when doing pottery? There's a video somewhere in my shorts. There's a lot of shorts, so you'd have to like really scroll through it. But it gets caught in my hair, and it totally just ripped a lot of my hair out. Clay doesn't just like come out of your hair. It just like actually rips, or it sticks to your hair. So when you get it out, I lost so much hair that day. So probably that. It was really painful. Somebody said this is the most unique live stream I've seen on shorts. I appreciate it. Thank you. Like 5 seconds ago. That's so funny. Hello. R.I.P. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I think that's all from me today. I've got to go edit this stuff now and post it. So, all right. Computer. I'll see you guys in the next one.